DRX, hey look, we're always doing a little tinkering. I've been thinking about what happens if I load some of these distal tissues first, because normally what happens when we're over working on this kind of smashing of the gut, or working on the tissues in this position, what we tend to do is we tend to wind up the leg, load up the tissue on the belly, and then wind the leg second. So we're using the leg as a tensioner. And so what we want to do now is I'm pre-tensioning the leg here with a little weight, and then I'm going to come in through the top, and I'm going to smash down on top to be able to get into some of this belly stuff. So you've got an end of a box. Someone can hold this leg down for you. You can just let it dangle. That will obviously work. But what I want to do is go ahead and preload that, and then come on in and gut smash. So let's toy with some gut smash stuff, and then I've got a little different variation. But this is pretty amazing. Now, the concept, even if you're just laying on the ground, it'll work. The concept is nice here is that if I just grip the kettlebell and wind up, I end up taking a bunch of that tissue in the belly, winding it up, take all the slack out, and then I can contract, relax, and try to sink in and let those tissues kind of unwind a little further. Get tight, release, let it unwind a little further. And it shouldn't feel bad at all. And for me, it feels pretty bad. So preload the hip. Again, if you don't have a kettlebell, you don't worry about it. That's homework number one. Number two, something we've been playing with a lot of late, and that is we're seeing guys who are a little stenotic or extension sensitive. And one of the ways that we're dealing with that extension sensitivity in the back is by kind of loading up. And now I can get this ball deep into my pelvis and on my psoas here in this flexion, in this kind of flex position. I'm posting on the other leg, so the other leg is down. And then I can traction and just let this leg drop out. And so I get I'm in slightly kind of biased positional emphasis of slight flexion. And then I can get a little bit of pulling through that tissue too. So instead of loading up here, it feels very different when I just release the leg. And I feel a little bit of traction all the way up in the ball. And then I can just camp out here in this position of emphasis. So I'm in this slightly flexed position, opens up that joint in the back, while I'm simultaneously working on kind of releasing some of that deep gut stuff. So play with this position, even if you don't have the kettlebell set up. Let's go for this. Then, as a finisher, you probably should talk to some anterior structure. So what I'd like you to do is go ahead and take the same ball and then just peel off. This is your flexor WOD. If you bend over and grab this, I want you to really choose one of the four horsemen. And so in this case, I'm going after this tight tissue here, this TFL kind of pulls on the rectus, this big kind of flexor mass here. I want you to lay on the ground and smash the crap out of this as the finisher. Okay? See you guys tomorrow.